The business field is a mysterious place for those not in the know, which includes me. I know nothing of the people who make their career in sales and transactions. What are they like? Where do they go to make connections? How do they convince others to join their field? What are their social interactions like? Which traits in a person do they idealize? I sought to figure that out myself. In person, at the meeting, in the chair. I donned the traditional businessman attire, a three-piece suit, and slicked back hair. Today, I was attending a meeting regarding selling annuities, known commonly as life insurance or retirement packages. Potential recruits would also be in attendance, hoping to see whether or not selling annuities was worth their time and their effort. It was also an opportunity to make connections with other salespeople. Newcomers could seek employment and mentorship. Established salespeople could find employees to build a team with. As I walked into the building, I passed by trays of snacks, candies, and sparkling water set out for the attendees of the meeting. These treats were laid out as welcoming gifts to the guests, meant to ease tension and make them feel more comfortable, and maybe more suggestible. The meeting area was set up like a lecture hall, bringing everyone's attention to the front of the room. At the front of the room was the speakers area, with a TV to display visual aids. There was also a Zoom meeting in the background, allowing those who could not be present to still attend the meeting. An emphasis was placed on presence, regardless of circumstance. In attendance was a near 50-50 mix of men and women. The majority of them were of Latin American descent, and only 2 of the approximately 22 attendees were of European descent. The meeting was bilingual. Most of the speaking was done in Spanish, but some translation was made for the English speakers present in the audience, and the terms used in the presentation used Spanglish, English words pronounced or modified to fit the Spanish tongue. There was a hierarchy present between the speaker and the audience. The speaker demanded silence and attention, and in exchange presented valuable information. However, the role of the speaker could be passed around, but the speaker was always expected to have something of value to share to the audience. Even audience members could hold a co-speaker role, asking questions to the speaker and sparking brief back-and-forth discussions. When the first speaker began talking, the whole room had lent her their attention, remaining quiet and focused on her. The first speaker made introductions and set the context for the meeting, then passed the speaker role to another person, a young, sharp-looking man wearing a blue suit jacket, white sweater, and black slacks. He was presenting how to sell insurance. The presentation explained the ins and outs of selling, how to attain a legal license to sell annuities, the traits those who have succeeded possess, the types of products you may sell, and what you will expect to earn for your efforts. The second speaker spoke of exclusivity and glamour in his stories. Those who wished to succeed needed dedication, discipline, and persistence. He stated that there is a sense of valor and mystique to the wealth and possessions that you may attain, if only you start today. The presentation was designed to be convincing and inspiring, yet somewhat challenging. The audience wants to be called to action and promised rewards for their efforts. At the end, all were encouraged to sign the briefing paperwork and begin as soon as possible. At the end of the first presentation, the audience clapped for the speaker, both as a sign of respect and as an acknowledgement that his presentation was finished. A second speaker came to the stage, an older man, also dressed in a blue suit jacket and white sweater. His presentation was a little different. He sought not to sell the audience on any products or ideas, but rather to provide advice. Advice concerning the health and wellness of the audience, especially in a mental and spiritual sense. He appeals to the audience by addressing the reasons people work, to achieve goals, to provide for their households, and even fulfillment in their careers. He states that working hard may bring stress, anxiety, and exhaustion, all hindrances to one's well-being. He states that control of one's breath is the key to maintaining their anxieties and having a more stable sense of mind. He also brings attention to the deterioration of the common man's attention span. He advises taking conscious action to remove distractions from mundane tasks like eating, even cracking a joke that mankind is the only animal to eat with a phone, and even a dog would probably put his phone to the side. He presents shamanistic medicine to the audience in the form of chromotherapy to heal one's chakras. Chakras being a meditation aid originating from Buddhist meditation practices. At the end, the speaker says a prayer over the audience, intending to improve their health and chances of success. Even in a setting such as this, magic still is present. The second speaker received his applause, and the meeting was over. Everyone rose from their seats, and were urged by the speaker to make introductions with the people surrounding them. Everyone did so, shaking hands and exchanging pleasantries. After that, everyone was urged to participate in a small feast, an assortment of food consisting of Chinese takeout and shrimp ceviche. The audience dispersed, grabbed their food, and small group discussions began to break out. People were talking about their future plans, what they thought of the meeting, how convinced they were, or signing up for the licensing course. After about 45 minutes, the building began to clear and the audience members had all left. Even prospecting salespeople get advertised to, such is the nature of the business. Wealth is held in high regard for these people, and they work several hours and with multiple clients to achieve it. But even within all work and no-play culture, there are individuals who remind you to care about yourself and other things important to you. The structure of the meeting alone serves as a good example of a healthy work-life balance.